Karens. These ladies really take the spotlight, don't they? The length they go to for attention is truly something else. It's like they have a handbook on how to turn everyday situations into headline-worthy dramas. Ever wonder if Karens face the consequences they deserve, or they manage to escape the long arm of the law? There's nothing worse than seeing a grown woman behaving like a spoiled 2-year-old throwing a tantrum. These Karens were dragged out of the plane for, well, being a Karen. On May 29, 2023, a 25-year-old woman was removed from a Southwest Airlines flight at the Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport. The woman, Cameron Gibson, was reportedly drunk and rowdy, kicking the passenger in front of her and putting her feet up. She was asked multiple times to keep quiet and behave.
11:30 p.m. when I paid for my flight.
Get off.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Thank you.
However, she kept irritating the crew and the passengers. Authorities say the flight had to turn back to the gate because of her behavior. According to a viral video, police officers had to drag the woman off the plane after she refused to move and allegedly bit one of the officers.
It's not going to end well.
Cameron, stop.
Can I please have my phone?
We got it.
Looks like the skies turned into a battleground when our unruly passenger met her match. The woman was escorted off the plane but continued to resist, kicking 2 deputies and biting a third on the leg. But justice prevailed and our feisty Karen found herself restrained in a wheelchair, headed straight to the JP Correctional Center. Cue the collective sigh of relief from the passengers who witnessed the spectacle. This next drunk Karen was literally a whining baby. The video circulating on the internet shows a woman being arrested at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport at a Delta Airlines gate after allegedly spitting on Delta employees and saying racial slurs against the airline staff. She was using the N-word multiple times in front of the officer herself.
In public, you said the N-word? Are you serious? You're yelling that shit here. No, go. No, you're gonna go. No, you're gonna take your big ass fucking cancer.
It's visible that she was drunk. When the officer warns her to stop, she pushes her luggage to the police. She then started screaming that she wanted to see her mother and was whining to let her go.
I want to see my mother tomorrow. No, you're arrested now. No, I'm not arrested. No.
She was twisting and turning, making the arrest even more difficult. She keeps arguing that she didn't do anything. Towards the end, you can see the lady cussing the officers out as well. You wouldn't think a grown woman would create an issue like this at the airport. Next, we have our boo-hoo Karen. Terry Ann Bluesey, the woman in the video, was seen frantically demanding to see the manager of the airport and shouting at passengers after being denied access to her flight.
I want the manager of the airport here!
We told her to calm down because she acting like she is drunk or something.
According to Officer Alfman, he witnessed Bluesey fall by the door of the jet bridge. I asked her to come follow me out of the way of the door, and she stated, "I want the effing manager of the airport." Who saw me get choked to the ground? And a passenger stated back that they saw her run to the door when she was not supposed to, reported the officer. In the viral clip, Bluesey can be seen asking if anyone saw what happened, while a passenger shouted "boo-hoo" back at her. Now you know how she got her viral name.
Who saw me?
I saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to.
He
And I saw him
me
push
to
you
the
out
ground!
the door.
You deserve
I'm
it.
pretty sure you're
In a
mistaken.
dress!
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo!
Bluesey was consequently arrested for public intoxication, resisting arrest, search or transport, a possible marijuana possession offense, and a possible dangerous drug offense. She was found with a leafy green substance and 98 pills including naproxen, diclofenac sodium delayed release, tizanidine hydrochloride, and gabapentin. On March 19, 2023, in Marshfield, Wisconsin, a distressing 911 call was received from a female urgently requesting an officer's assistance but refusing to provide further information. The call was accompanied by the sounds of male shouting in the background. In response, officers were promptly dispatched to the location, traced through the ping of the female's cell phone.
Police department, open the door. We're not leaving. Come to the door. Open the door.
But after the police arrive, she's reluctant to come out of the house.
What's going on? I have to go to work. No, I have to go to work.
Okay.
I'm not willing to be late for work.
Okay, what's going on?
I have to. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. I have to go to work. I don't even know why you guys are here. Get away from me, please.
Okay, and now for the twist of the story. She claims she never made any calls and that she is late for work. Soon she repeats herself and starts acting crazy.
Okay, I have to go to work. I don't have time for this, sir. I have to go to work.
So you called us.
No, I didn't. I don't know who called you. I didn't call you.
What's your phone? We got a call.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the number that called 911.
I actually have two different numbers on my
That's the
phone.
number that called 911.
Oh, you're right, it was.
They needed some help.
Okay,
So that's why we're here.
Whoa, burn. Well, she did make that call after all. When asked about who else lives with her in the apartment, she says that it's just her.
I have to go to work. You guys are gonna cause me to lose my job. Please let me go to work. There's no one inside. Please let me go home. Please, I have to go to work. I have to go to work, sir.
She really acts crazy, but what happens next is shocking.
The fuck are you doing?
Oh my God, stop!
Get the fuck away from her!
Oh my God,
Get over
stop!
here! Get the fuck away from her! Get on the
Oh my God!
Get down!
My baby's in there! My baby!
A guy comes out of the apartment where she apparently lived alone. He gets tased too. Now she claims her children are inside. The guy was her boyfriend who actually came to her rescue when he thought she was in trouble.
Guys, please!
Stop.
I'm not doing anything! Guys, baby, please! He's in the bathroom, guys, in the bathroom! Please go get him!
They are both detained for all the distress they caused.
I can't breathe! He just tased my boyfriend for no reason!
You need to
calm down!
She remained uncooperative and started bad-mouthing the officers.
He just lost his job.
Alright.
He just lost his job. I can't afford to lose my job. Please help me. Please. Please.
You called 911. Just listen, all right? All right.
I called 911 because he was being a douchebag. I was just trying to threaten him with the fucking cops.
Okay.
Wow, that is not a justifiable reason to call the cops. She was trying to scare her boyfriend, it seems. Looks like things got out of Karen's hands when the police arrived.
Okay, that's
That was
inappropriate,
it.
first of all, right?
I understand that, but
Okay.
he wasn't doing anything, and I wasn't doing anything.
Okay, you got every police officer over here because we thought someone was being murdered, beat up.
Kayla was charged with resisting or obstructing an officer and disorderly conduct.
Obstructing, disorderly conduct, and resisting, in my opinion. Yeah.
Our next Karen from Florida is famous for the McMess she made. In May 2022, 22-year-old Tianis Jones was arrested for allegedly assaulting employees at a McDonald's in Lakeland, Florida. So she comes to the courier to complain about her order. She says it was wrong. Initially, she was calm, but you can see towards the end of the previous clip, she is becoming angrier. The employee offers to redo the order or give her back the money, like any other good customer service, but she's not listening to a word of it. The mind-blowing thing is that she decides to call 911. Yes, now she starts to become aggressive. She throws the things at the counter and continues to shout at the employee. She becomes out of control. Jones went behind the counter and started throwing things. She lifted a sleeve of cups and threw them at employees and into the dining room. That's when her sister comes out of nowhere trying to calm her down, but clearly it's not working. The whole encounter lasted for about 10 minutes long before the police arrived. But the interesting part is yet to come. She continues to cuss at the employees as she walks out of the store and twerks at the employees, acting like some victory dance. Jones went too far over a mistake with her McDonald's drive-thru order: a Happy Meal with a chocolate shake, a Filet-O-Fish sandwich, tea, and fries. According to Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd, something was wrong with Jones's order, so employees asked her to pull up to the third window. Instead, Judd said Jones parked and went inside the Lakeland McDonald's, and the rest is madness. Quote, "I don't know what was wrong with her that night," Judd said. "I don't know if she was 2 fries short of a Happy Meal, but she created a McMess and acted like a McNut. She ended up a McBurglar." Jones was arrested on burglary with assault, criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, and misuse of 911 charges, according to the sheriff's office. Mick Lymont, her lawyer, says Jones has bipolar disorder and depression and was not taking her medication due to her pregnancy. She was upset over a dispute concerning her food order and not getting a refund, which was also the reason she called 911, according to Mick Lymont. You wouldn't believe what the next Karen on this list did. Sad as it is, the cops often get called for all sorts of ridiculous reasons that have nothing to do with police business. But one officer wasn't going to have any tomfoolery from a Karen on his watch. In a video going viral on social media, a mother called the police on her 5-year-old daughter. Now, the reason she gave the cops was even more ridiculous.
Police department! What's going on, ma'am? I'm Officer Moore, Paisley City Police. What are you recording me for? Right off the bat, what are you recording me for?
Because I always record everything.
Alright. Step outside.
I'm not coming out there.
You're going to come out here.
I'm not. I called you.
Okay, can I come inside then?
Yeah, if I called you here.
Alright, so lose the attitude, I swear. I'm set back.
She complained that the 5-year-old was refusing to listen to her and pitching a fit. According to the mom, she told her daughter that if she continued, she would go to jail for acting like a crazy person, much to the shock of the officer on the scene, who was taken aback by the situation.
What are you calling me here for? What's going on?
All she does is pitch fits. And I told her if she doesn't quit pitching fits, I was calling the cops to tell her that she can go to jail for acting like a crazy person.
Well, she looks... How old are you, ma'am? Girl, whatever your name is. How old are you?
5.
She's 5, and you're gonna call us. So you're gonna make her afraid of us because you don't know how to parent.
I know how to parent. She don't know how to listen.
After learning that the girl was just 5 years old, the officer let loose on the mother, accusing her of making her daughter afraid of the police because she didn't know how to parent. I know how to parent, she doesn't know how to listen, the mom shot back. Well, there's clearly some kind of gap there if she's not listening to you. The cop responded and took issue with the woman recording him.
He's supposed to be with me every time.
Alright, sit right here. So you're calling us because you don't know how to parent then, essentially.
I know how to parent. She doesn't know how to listen.
Well, there's clearly some type of gap there if she's not listening to you. So why are you... And what are you recording me for?
The mother then explained she wanted to record the incident to play it back to her daughter to explain how she got the cops called on her, which seemed odd to the policeman who requested to see an ID.
Again, you're calling me
So
here.
I can play it back to her and show her how she got the cops called on her because she doesn't know how to listen.
You're the one that called the cops on her.
I know.
So then... Alright, here's the deal. Did you have an ID on you?
No, I don't.
Well, you're
I
gonna...
don't have an ID. I lost my license.
How do you lose your license?
No, like y'all took them.
Damn! This works 2 ways. Okay, can I have your name?
Tara.
Last name?
I don't have to give you that. I called you here.
You have to give me your last... Alright, I'm gonna explain to you why you have to give me your last name. Alright? You called us, right?
Yeah, so I'm not in trouble.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, the woman claimed she didn't have an ID on her, but that her name was Karen. While refusing to cough up her last name or any other details, instead she demanded the officer ask the young girl for her last name because she wasn't the one in trouble. Anyone seeing this video can understand who the child is here, but the response of the policeman was hilarious. He was like, her last name is the same as yours, idiot.
You've called us 5
You
times.
should ask her for her last name.
You've called us, her last name's the same as yours, idiot. So you called us here.
My name is...
Can I get you to sit right there, please?
My last name is...
Okay, sit right there. So here's the deal. Since you've called us, right? You've called us 4 times. This makes it the 5th. Okay?
I think 4.
This makes it the 5th. You're not going to tell me how to do my job when you called me here to help you. Misuse of 911 by Georgia law is illegal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So now you have to give me your ID or I'm going to arrest you for obstruction of justice.
Misuse of 911 by Georgia law is illegal. The officer makes that clear. Once more, even when threatened with arrest, the woman refused to share her last name and was swiftly handcuffed. Karen continued to be uncooperative and wouldn't unlock her phone to call someone to take care of her child while she was arrested.
Is there anybody here to watch her?
No.
Does she have a grandparent, somebody that can come watch her?
No.
I do.
Who?
My Nana. She's coming right now.
Right now?
Mhm.
No lie. You're even recording. Like I'm the bad guy. Come on. Come on. You sit right here. You're gonna go back inside, okay? You see what this just caused you? Your kid's about to cry right now, and is crying because you want to call the cops 5 times and you want to act like that. What you do is you're gonna unlock your phone and we're gonna call somebody to come get her.
I'm not giving you my phone.
Go right back here for me, please.
I said anyway.
So do you see what this has got you, ma'am?
Well, she was stomping.
Okay, that does not mean you call a law enforcement officer. Do you understand that? I mean, you got us right here. This did not have to happen.
She did not even care about her child and probably traumatized her for her entire life. A Washington state woman is facing felony charges after she allegedly pulled a gun on a convenience store worker who threw her out of the store for refusing to wear a face mask. This stupid anti-mask Karen called the cops on herself and ultimately got what she deserved. The CCTV footage here shows the woman pulling her gun out at the employee. She then called 911 claiming the convenience store worker harassed her. When the police arrived to check the videos, the Karen was arrested. Surveillance video from January 27th shows 33-year-old Angela Nomensen enter a convenience store in Bellevue, Washington, asking for a printed receipt. Court documents say the clerk asked her to put on a mask, per the current mandate in King County. Nomensen refused, so the clerk asked her to leave. After several minutes and repeated requests to leave the store, the clerk physically escorted Nomensen out by grabbing the shoulder of her coat and pushing her out the door.
The clerk later forced that woman to leave. As he walked back inside, the woman then pulled out a gun. Her bail is now set at $75,000. She's due.
Bellevue police say the employee had every right to do that. They didn't find that there was any inappropriate or unnecessary amount of force used by him, which he is allowed to do. It's private property. By the time she had pulled the gun out, from what I saw in the video, he had already gone back to the store. She was not in danger at that point. The woman's bond was set at $75,000. A Brooklyn woman whose racist, profanity-laced tirade on the New York subway was captured on video. You can see her grab her keys and umbrella out of the bag. We'll see soon what she is gonna do with it.
You're not letting me hit her back! She's hitting stop it! That's why. You're retarded! Don't touch me!
She starts kicking and hitting the woman and throws racial slurs at her. When another passenger tries to save the poor woman, she hits him too.
Touch me! Don't come touch me, I will put you right back. I don't.
Yo, lady, just chill out, please. Yo, stop. It's on top of you, okay?
Please stop. Stop it. Stop!
She continues to kick her and beat her with an umbrella and even her keys. The victim was trying to fight her. Even a lot of passengers tried to stop her, but this Karen was not stopping.
Lady, what's your problem? Just
Yeah, it's too early for.
Lady, obviously you have problems, so just relax.
She's not even fighting you back.
Yo, lady, you need to chill out before you get hit in the face. No, you shut.
Yo, what are you doing?
Then the passengers decide to use force and calm Karen down. They grab the keys and umbrella out of her hands.
What are you doing?
Doing?
No, it's dangerous.
By the end of the video, you can see how irritated everyone is with this racist, annoying Karen.
What? 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 Nah.
It happened on a Tuesday around 8:30 a.m. on a northbound D train near 9th Avenue in Borough Park, Brooklyn. Police said 40-year-old Anna of Sheepshead Bay faces felony assault charges after she yelled profanities at a 24-year-old Asian woman and struck her with an umbrella handle and keys. Next, we have our Hammer Karen. A couple visiting Houston from New Orleans say they were confronted by a woman with a hammer. Arturo Cordovez and his wife, Dr. Leah Franco, are natives of Ecuador who currently live in New Orleans, where Leah is finishing her medical residency. On a Sunday afternoon, they were looking for a restaurant near South Shepherd and Westheimer Roads in southwest Houston, when they noticed a woman following in a car behind them. Out of the blue, a real-life Karen armed with a hammer and a side of racial slurs decides to make an entrance. I mean, who knew finding a restaurant could turn into an action-packed drama? It turns out this Karen mistook them for Mexican citizens.
So we stopped a little bit on the side, and she was still there.
She stopped
behind us. After that, she started showing a hammer through the mirror.
She was shaking her hands like this and cursing at us, I think.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what did I do?
The couple called 911 and turned into a gas station where the woman continued to follow them. Dr. Franco said that's when the woman pulled beside them and started screaming.
Beside us and started screaming at us. And we yelled, "What do you want?" And she said, "Stop following." And then she screamed, "You Mexicans, go get out of my effing country. Go back to your effing country."
The woman got out of her car with a hammer and seemed to be threatening them with it.
Before the situation escalated further, the police arrived and took her into custody. Police identified her as 60-year-old Constance Lynn Bono. Bono is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a second-degree felony with a punishment range of up to 20 years in prison. But if prosecutors believe racism was the motive, the charge could be enhanced to a first-degree felony with a punishable range of up to life in prison.
Okay. You're working here. You're not based out of here. Is that correct? Because I was going to say that you have
You are on private property.
That's fine.
Okay.
And I reported you already.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Meet Jean Umana, a 74-year-old resident of Santa Barbara, California, who got arrested and charged by the Santa Barbara County District Attorney with battery and trespassing after she was captured on video. The video begins after Umana reportedly walked into a construction site, apparently because she saw a brown person.
I have the right to find out who my neighbors are because I live here. You don't.
Okay, but you don't have the permit to come into a private property.
Oh, arrest me.
Huh? Okay, I can
I
call
live
the
here. I'm American. You're a Tijuanan.
Thank you for being racist. Thank you.
I am very, very much against people who break our laws.
In a somewhat absurd encounter, Cervantes finds himself in a conversation with a self-appointed detective, Capping Karen Cop. She's insistent on questioning him about his work address while he patiently explains that he's on private property. Undeterred, Karen challenges him to arrest her, throwing in some nationalistic comments for good measure. Cervantes maintains his composure, responding with sarcasm to Karen's antics and pointing out the racism. That line must have struck a nerve with this Karen because she quickly turned around and snapped. "I am very, very much against people who break our laws," she said, just before appearing to assault Cervantes. Anyway, the video went viral on social media and sparked a protest in Santa Barbara that hundreds of people showed up to send a message that behavior like Umana's will not be tolerated. Unsurprisingly, this was not Umana's first white supremacist rodeo. She was caught harassing a sidewalk vendor at a park. After she was arrested, she told the Times she was sorry for her behavior and that her judgment went very, very badly. Next, we have a drunk student, Karen. This video was posted by a student of University of Kentucky after another student abused her at work. The white female, Sophia Rosing, was arrested following the video.
I did not get paid enough for this. Exactly. And you're a nigger. And Thank you. Thank you. You're a nigger and you're a bitch. You're a nigger and you're a bitch. Yeah.
I got the phone video.
Me too.
I got the phone video.
You're a nigger and you're a bitch. You trying to get me to get her to like get chairs and things? No, I'm drunk. You're drunk. nigger in here, bitch.
This Karen drunkenly attacked black freshman student Kyla Spring with physical violence, accented by repeated use of the N-word. By later that day, Rosing's racist antics had gone viral, and she had been arrested and charged with public intoxication, third-degree assault of a police officer, fourth-degree assault, and second-degree disorderly conduct. Spring said Rosing bit her arm, punched her in the face, kicked her in the stomach, used a grocery cart in the dorm lobby as a weapon, and bit another black student trying to help before the RA showed up. When Rosing was arrested, she was literally singing the N-word. Next, in a well-documented incident, a woman named Amy Cooper won an unwanted moment of international attention with an unfortunate display of racial bias. The scenario unfolded in New York City's Central Park, a hub for birdwatching enthusiasts. The reason? A request for her to leash her dog, a rule in place to maintain order in public spaces.
Please don't come close to me. Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
The story takes place in the early hours of the 2020 Memorial Day holiday, when Christian Cooper noticed Karen's dog roaming off-leash in the Ramble, a section of Central Park. Oh, and by the way, it's against the rules to have dogs off leashes in the public park. In a rather unfortunate turn of events, the video depicts Karen's chaotic attempt to regain control. Faced with the reality of her actions, she reacts harshly on both human and canine fronts. While struggling to leash her dog, she simultaneously attempts to summon the police, creating a distressing scene where the dog appears to be unintentionally choked, lifted, and dragged by the leash.
I'm in the Ramble, and there is a man, African-American, who has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African-American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
Karen can be seen and heard repeating in a shaky voice on her phone that there's an African-American man threatening my life. In July 2020, the Manhattan District Attorney charged Cooper with filing a false police report, a misdemeanor that could have resulted in up to 1 year in jail. In February 2021, the charges were dropped after Cooper completed a course on racial identity. She was later named the Central Park Karen, and she said in an interview over 3 years later, "I am still in hiding. I'm scared to be in public. Too bad, so sad." Next, we have the anti-laughing Karen.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
This Karen was a privileged white woman trying to police the way a black woman minding her own business was laughing. The video opens in a building's common gym area with an unidentified black woman ending a phone call to entertain Karen, who told the black woman her laugh was too loud.
When you laughed? When I laughed, I did what? Oh, because it's echoes in here. I'm in the gym. It's going to echo. Yeah, at the gym, it's going to echo like that. Like if I go, it's like going to do that. Yeah, it was much louder than that. Just scared me.
As the conversation heats up, she says that the woman is disrespectful and that she needs consideration for other people.
Very disrespectful. And I'm calling the police.
She even says that she is going to call the police, and say what, right? The Karen faced a lot of hate after the video went viral. Lastly, we have a 61-year-old woman who was arrested after she wouldn't leave Einstein Bros. After refusing to wear a mask, the Palm Beach County office said. Cindy Falco de Corrado of Boynton Beach is facing charges of trespassing and resisting arrest without violence.
Get your hands off of me! You are kidnapping me! I will personally. What is your name?
I'll give you my name.
Take your hands off of me. You don't have the right, sir.
De Corrado walked into the bagel shop at Glades Road and US Highway 441. She was causing a disturbance because she was asked to put on a mask and refused to leave the store after several requests. When a deputy arrived, De Corrado was standing in front of the counter screaming loudly at customers and employees. saying, "You are violating my rights." When the deputy arrives on the scene attempting to restore order, DeCorrado isn't having it. Instead of cooperating, she opts for a spirited recitation of constitutional codes and discrimination statutes, as if rehearsing for a courtroom drama. Despite the deputy's patient request, she remains planted in her spot, leading to the ultimate ultimatum: leave or face trespassing charges. But DeCorrado, determined to stand her ground, refuses once more. When the deputy grabbed her gently by the wrist, she pulled back and refused to comply. Another deputy arrived soon after and helped place her in handcuffs.
Stop it! You cannot arrest me! I've done nothing illegal! I have done nothing illegal!
What you being arrested for?
Stop it! Stop it!
No.
Good. Thanks for joining us on this roller coaster ride through the wild world of Karens. While these videos may crack you into heartfelt laughter, there's a nugget of wisdom hidden in the chaos. Take a lesson in public etiquette and discover the fine art of not being sassy, especially when dealing with officers. If you like such videos, subscribe and follow for more.